Does anyone have any more questions? What's the story? You in the middle.
How'd you pick your shirt today?
How did I pick my shirt today? I've been wearing this for about 4 days. True. I gotta be completely honest with you, I have no idea why I wear this shirt.
You wore it.
Very bright. Why I wore it.
I like it.
Thanks. Probably because it was cold outside, and this one just felt warm. So, yeah.
What
do you got any other questions? Yeah.
Oh. Yo, what do you guys think of Justin Bieber?
The Biebs, man? Justin Bieber. J. Biebs?
Yeah.
Biebelish? There's a rumor going around that I might be his father, but right around 12 years ago, I should have seen Joel's hair. And he was... Yeah, so, but yeah, man, cool. Yo, dude, he might. What do you think?
Well, I think he's pretty cool.
Sweet.
What else is playing like in the Joel Mobile when you're not performing? You're listening to.
With the J Mad in the.
With J Madden
in the dad ride.
In the
Yo Gabba Gabba.
What? Party in my tummy? What?
I'd like to dance. Are you ready?
I actually had a funny moment the other night. I was going out, big night out with the boys. We were all going to go out, have a crazy night.
Hired a babysitter.
You know what I mean? And I was playing some hip hop music, you know, Shade 45, and the bass was really rattling. The car was like booming, you know, and I was like, man, pretty cool, you know. I felt pretty cool. And then I look in the back seat and it's the car seat rattling. Wow. Wow, yeah. FML, man. True story.
When you're riding, when you're rolling with the beat man over here, you're not hearing Yo Gabba Gabba, all right? It's not all I play. You definitely hear that a lot. I'm a man of taste. Fine. Go ahead, what do you play, B-Man? Let's see, the new Avenged Sevenfold. Really, I really like.
Yeah.
Really digging that record.
Just depends on what he's going out to do, you know? I mean,
depends on how I feel.
What's his purpose for the night? Because he might have some Jodeci up in there, you know what I mean? You never know. This man right here.
I've been known to bump and grind.
Nothing wrong with that.
A little bump and grind. That's the song. It wasn't actually bumping and grinding.
You, in the back. Do you have a question?
I mean, you know,
look, as a fan, no one can ever replace Jimmy. You know what I mean? But I think that he's a solid.
There's one guy to step up and you know and play.
And he
with
was
guys.
Jimmy's favorite drummer, so it's pretty cool, you know.
Yeah, it's pretty cool that they get to play with Jimmy's favorite drummer. You know. So. Got another one?
Yeah, I got one.
You got one?
What were your guys' musical influences we had starting out?
Oh man, when we were starting out, we listened to a lot. It was the '90s.
Music was different then, though, back then than it is now. So I almost feel like it's almost more special now.
It was the '90s, see?
Yeah, the '90s. But I feel like now when a garage band starts, it's almost more special because it's harder for kids to find. I feel like there's so much music that isn't born in garages now. Do you know what I mean? And so I get excited when kids come up to me. A lot of younger kids that are getting into us. On the last tour we were on, were telling me they were starting bands. I get really excited because in the '90s when we were in high school, a lot of people started garage bands. You know, and I was into Weezer. I was into Green Day. We were from a really small town, and we lived so far away from everything. We didn't have cable.
We had to walk 3 miles uphill in the snow.
It's true.
Sharing one shoe. We had to leave a trail of breadcrumbs. Get back home, and then the birds ate them all.
That's the real question, you know, a real question about music.
Go ahead. I'm just kidding.
All we had was the radio, so we found some cool bands on the radio that we loved, like Green Day, Weezer, bands like that, Rancid, and we started digging. We started, when we got into them, we started reading every magazine article we could find and getting into the bands they liked, and that's how we kind of discovered music.
And you know, that's actually, it's one of the great things about being here today is
is that, you know, when you think about what real music and real songwriting and especially, you know, a lot of the songwriters that we loved and a lot of the bands that we still love, and there's still great bands coming out all the time. You know, for these guys at KDWB to be behind Good Charlotte, it's a huge deal for us, especially in this day and age. You know, for a band, it is harder for bands to survive these days, and you know, this is how we support our families. It's given us amazing lives. The last 10 years have been the most amazing, and you know, when I think back to where I was 12 years ago, I mean, I had the weight of the world on my shoulders, and my life was a struggle every day. You just wondered when something would break, and when something, you know, would happen, and now, like, you know, you guys, you know, really, our Good Charlotte fans have given us a way to support our families and have the best lives ever, and we wouldn't be here still 10 years later if it wasn't for you guys. We really, really appreciate just you continue to support us in every record, every time we come around and we do these things. We see like our real hardcore fans come out, and we really, really appreciate it.
And on almost on another level too, for music, I'm not disrespecting any other pop artists, because I like a lot of them, and